Welcome back to the video series on technologies for the Electromagnate board game. For this video, we'll be looking at the sound die, which has as many as 3 separate contextual uses. For starters, the sound die requires a pyramid to be present on the board that the sound die can then be mounted to produce an effect. So we are currently in the 4th round on the Techno Angels turn. Techno Angels have procured more power points by completing a circuit, and the Red King will choose to purchase a pyramid and mount it to the 5-6 node within his control circuit. Next, he will purchase the sound die from the technology deck. It will come into his possession, and then he will subsequently mount it to the pyramid. Doing this activates the first of the 3 effects for the sound die, which is it produces a resonant effect which replenishes all damaged technologies within one line segment of its source. So hypothetically, we can say that the Black King had his electromagnetic wings damaged. At the moment that the Red King mounts the sound die to a pyramid, the technology for the Black King is then repaired and stays in the possession of the Black King. The resonant effect that the sound die produces has no allegiances to any faction. So any damaged technologies that fall within the radius from the source, which is one line segment. So any technologies that find themselves on these 5 nodes or at the node source will be replenished. And this also goes for any technologies that are possessed by characters. And should those characters move into this benevolent radius, their technologies will also be repaired. The second effect of the sound die, and this will have to be shown hypothetically, is that if a pyramid exists at the center node 1, 2, and again, megalithic structures can only exist initially. They can only be purchased and constructed within an activated circuit. So we have our activated circuit, we have our pyramid at node 1, 2, and then the sound die is placed at the center node. This effectively causes the sound die to restore all characters that were lost via any permadeath scenarios, as well as maintain the previous effect that any technologies that enter its radius are restored, any damaged technologies. There is a third effect that is only produced in concert with another technology, the Tablets of Destiny, and that explanation will be saved for the video on the Tablets of Destiny. In determining possession of the sound die, any character within a particular faction, any character within a faction that is part of the activated circuit So moving the pyramid and sound die back to its original position. Any Techno Angel can enter this node and lift the sound die, remove it from its initial mount, and move it to a new pyramid that may exist on the board within an activated circuit. For the opposing faction, in this present case, the Shadow Mirrors, for them to gain possession of the sound die, they must attempt to capture and take control of the circuit in which the sound die exists. To do that, they can challenge the board in a combat scenario to win and gain the chance to replace a component. Even if it is the same component, that process will change control of the circuit over to the Shadow Mirrors, at which point the sound die itself will be in control of Shadow Mirrors. The sound die can be damaged by normal means as well as electromagnetic discharges, EMP discharges. Should that happen, the sound die will be rendered inoperable, at which point anyone can remove the sound die from its position and take it into their possession. To subsequently mount the sound die after it's been damaged, it first must be repaired. Okay, this concludes the video on the sound die technology.